Good morning, Channels team, and good morning, my fellow commentators, gentlemen. Thank you for having me on board here. I've been sorry I joined in late. I was having some technical issues, so I was able to get all the comments from my colleagues out there. Be that as it may, what I'd like to say here is that I'm very, very aware of the issue, the topical one right now, where the Senate has called for the declaration of all these sects as terrorists. I want to say here that this is really long overdue. It's long overdue. I did propose. I remember back in 2009 at a Senate presentation to the House of, to the Senate Committee on Security back then, both the Senate and the House of Representatives in 2009. Yes, I believe that. Yeah, that it's what we need to do is to promulgate a law such that terrorists, the punishments, anybody found guilty of any act of terrorism, the punishment should be death, and especially if such act has led to the loss of life. I think the problem we have is enforcement. Talk is cheap, and we can see what is happening now. The terrorist is just next door and is ready to strike anyone. Now they've started moving now. We've had cases whereby former ministers, National Assembly members and their families, they have been kidnapped. Even in Lagos now. That used to be, it wasn't as pronounced, but that's almost become a daily thing now. People have been kidnapped. Like Captain Aliu said, it is high time we call a spade by its real name. Let's not play the ostrich. We have done it for so long. We do really need to. And I am glad that the Senate has come out to ask Mr. President, to declare all these sects. Because what happens here is that it's just a thing of nomenclature. When it's convenient for them, they call themselves herdsmen. When it's convenient for them, they call themselves bandits. When it's convenient for them, they become kidnappers.
Well, gentlemen,
all these acts, all these acts are acts of terrorism. If you really look at the definition, because they terrorize. They terrorize. So let the law be promulgated such that if you contravene or if you are caught in that act, then you are dealt with accordingly. And aside that, I also want to propose that all these militant groups, there must be a total proscription, just like the IPOB has been proscribed and branded terrorists. The same thing should apply to every other group. Every other group. We must not take chances. We're just sitting down and our country is being turned into a country where anything can go. Anybody can just wake up and want to take the law into their hands. And we must do less of legal gymnastics here. We must take the bull by the horns.
We'll talk
what
about
is good for the country is